and the watch I'm holding is Casio Edifice EQB1100, very similar when it comes to functions of a watch I did a review of recently, the EQB1000. But this one is a bit different when it comes to design bullet points. This watch may be a coolest Edifice model on the market. It has some key features that put Casio on a map of serious watchmakers. And we also see a Edifice brand getting the periscope on modern and yet timeless design. Let me get that clarified for you. What we see here is implementation of a timeless Gerald Genta's design. And that is what you see even in a new Gshock GA1100. The octagonal case shape. The iconic design that has seen many models, design that took inspiration from a boat window. The Casio on this Edifice model implements some key Gerald Genta's design ideas that look great on very expensive models, and that you have it here for very cheap. I'm talking about this. Let's call it bell on the left side of the watch, a watch case that looks like the one on the Patek Philippe Nautilus. The end links on this watch remind me of end links on IVC Engineer. And then we come to the octagonal design of the watch case. I think this is overall a great watch. It has grey iron plated case and brand. The tachymeter scale is set as the inner bezel and protected by the sapphire crystal. 5 sub-dials give you plenty of information, everything you need to know for timekeeping. And then we come to the movement, which is slimmer than ever, including Bluetooth module and solar charging. Overall, a beautiful chrono watch, design and movement. Stopwatch is highly precise and the app that comes with the watch is basic and oriented to a stopwatch log. But you don't need it as much. This is not a smartwatch and it shouldn't be one. It's a beautiful timepiece with trusty movement that weighs only 124 grams. This truly is a beautiful watch, and even if you know nothing about Gerald Genta's and his iconic timepieces, you would really appreciate it, I'm sure. Welcome to the tutorial part of this video review. In the review video, I said some of the design characteristics and features of this watch. Mentioned that this movement has a Bluetooth and a tough solar capabilities. When it comes to the tough solar capabilities of this watch, they are definitely there. This means that this watch has the integrated solar cells in its system. That means that theoretically the rechargeable battery can last forever, although Casio put some time limits on the battery. This watch also has the smart features and the ability to shut its functions when it comes to the power saving options. The power saving options can significantly reduce the usage of power. Basics of the power saving modes are the seconds hand and the other watch hands on the dial. The seconds hands will reset itself to 12 o'clock when the watch is in the dark, left in the dark for 1 hour. And the watch operations and the movements of the hands will stop in all, and it will align at 12 o'clock if the watch is left in the dark for a period of 7 days. Now the watch will enter the hibernation state between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning. Solar cells are getting even better. In the app section you will have, and you will see the there is the battery level indicator on the upper left screen on the app. This watch is pretty cool. It integrates some of the Casio's key features when it comes to the new watches and new movements. It is significantly slim, and unlike other Casio models, it is putting more and more technicalities in its movement. Now I'm gonna show you how to operate the basic functions of this watch, and later you will see how to use the crown. What are the basic operations? Let me get to zoom you on the this sub dial over here. So basically let me show you first what are these sub-dials. These sub-dials, you have the lower sub-dial over here that is has the multi-function. Over here, when you're in the calendar mode, this hand will indicate the day of the year in the letter value or in the words. So you have the Sunday through Saturday and all the days in between. In the inner part of this sub-dial, you have the increments for the stopwatch mode, and that is the this is the highly accurate stopwatch mode, and it's better used using the watch application or the phone application. Over here you have the integrated DT and the alarm. This is the when this hand points to alarm, it's in the alarm mode, and when it's point to DT, it's set to dual time mode. Over here you have the 12 or 24-hour time indicator. That is the main indicator, and it refers to the standard timekeeping or the calendar mode, or these big hands over here, let's call it. So this is the AM PM for your regular timekeeping. On the left side you have the dual time indicator and the same the indicator as this one, but for the dual time mode. Over here you have your date window with the date in it, and just beneath it is the Bluetooth logo. Over here is the receive logo, and that is used also for the Bluetooth functionality. When the second hand points to R, the watch is ready to pair, and when it points to Bluetooth, it is paired. Over here you have the on or off. On indicates that the alarm, when you're setting the alarm is turned on, and when it's off, it means the alarm is off. Interesting feature of this watch, and it's really cool, I would say, is the tachymeter scale set as the inner bezel of this watch beneath the sapphire crystal. The stopwatch mode is the, let's call it, focus and the production bullet point when it comes to this watch, hence the usage in the Toro Rosso Red Bull Formula 1 team. The Casio claims it can read or the record time up to 1/1000th of a second. From the calendar mode, simply pressing the upper right button will run the stopwatch or start the stopwatch, and the other hands will have to watch the procedure. And what do other hands show? I'm gonna say in a second. Now you have the stopwatch hours set over here, and the stopwatch minutes are over here. So those, let me zoom in so you can show. So you have the I don't know if you can see, but these hands are aligned, so the smaller one shows the hours and the bigger one shows the minutes value. Now the stopwatch seconds, you have the stopwatch seconds indicated on the seconds hand over here. The stopwatch hours on the 24-hour time, and the that's used over here. That's this smaller dial over here. The hand points to A side for hours 0 through 11, and the P side for hours 12 through 23 hours. And you have the target time indicator over here. And those would be the basics of the watch indicators and the watch dials. Now to stop this, I previously started the stopwatch by pressing the upper right button. You will hear the beep and the stopwatch will pause. Now to reset the value, press this button over here. And to enter the standard timekeeping, just press the same button, and the hands of the watch will return to the standard timekeeping mode. When it comes to the alarm, I would recommend using the application. It is very easy, but I'm gonna show you nevertheless I'm gonna show you what are the indicators on the dial. So currently you have the on or off indicated on the sub dial, which means that the alarm is turned even or on, or off, either off or on. Now you have the alarm minute value over here. That is the minute hands on this subdial over here. You have the alarm hour, and over here you have the 24-hour alarm hour time. Now the hand points to the A side for AM and the P side for the PM times, and those would be the basics of the alarm mode. Setting the time and date on the EQB1100 using the watch operations is done like this. First, your watch has to be in the calendar mode or the standard timekeeping mode. Then we proceed to the steps. Then the first step would be to pull out this crown over here to a second click. And this causes the seconds hand to move to 12 o'clock and enables the hour and minute hand setting operation. Each press of the upper right button cycles through available settings, and once we're done with the once we pull the crown to the second click, first in a row of settings is the setting of the hour and minutes. How to set the hour and minutes? Well, that's done by rotating the crown clockwise or anti-clockwise, and you can fast forward the rotation of the hands by simply rotating the crown a little bit faster. And once you want to do it precisely, just use you rotate it slowly in the increments, so you will get the settings in the increments of 1 minute. Next press of the upper right button gets us to setting the year value, and that is the 10 of the years, and currently we have the seconds hand pointing to number 2 on the dial. Each decade represents the one marker on the watch, so you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and etc. So if you want to set the decade, just rotate the crown, but currently it's set to 2020, so the 20, the second part of the year digits is what we are looking here, and that's what we got. Next press of the upper right button gets us to units of 1 year setting, and currently set to 0, so it's 2020. If you want to rotate it to 2021, simply rotate the crown and it will rotate to 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, and etc. Next press of the upper right button gets us to setting the months, and the seconds hand has moved to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, it's the ninth month of the year. That's the September, so it's correct. Again, rotating the crown gets us to each and every month of the year. So you have the September, October, November, and here you have August, July, and so on. Next press of the upper right button gets us to setting the day value. How to do that? Well, that's this window over here, the day window. Let me show you. That is this window over here, and by rotating this crown over here you can increase or decrease the value of day setting, and it will automatically align the day setting with this subdial over here. Now I won't get to the operation of showing you how to do that because it takes a long time to watch this movement to rotate the disk to another date. Now the watch time and date will automatically sync this dial over here, indicating that is it AM or PM on the period of the day. Now those will be the basics of this watch operation. How to once you're done with all of your settings, just simply push the crown back into its original position and you will have the value set as you have previously ran through this cycle. Welcome to the part of this video review where I will show you the app functions. First of all, you have to start the application, and that is the Edifice Connected. Now you have your watch on the, you can see your watch on the left side of the screen in the calendar mode. So it's running regularly and showing the time. So here we have the I'm running the application for the first time, and I have to agree to all the terms and the privacy notices. And over here you have to basically scroll through the entire text, agree to all, and press OK. Once you've done that, you have to allow your application to access your files. Now I have to set my Bluetooth settings, so the device's Bluetooth has to be turned on. There we are, and I've turned on my Bluetooth. Now, accessing the your watch, first of all you have to find your watch, and now I know my Edifice model number. It's the EQB1100, and there it is. And this application says that I have to hold the the lower right button for at least 2 seconds, so the watch will be ready to pair. And there it is. Now let's see if the app registered. Yes, there it is, and says if I want to register the watch with the app, I say OK. And currently you have the seconds hand moved to the Bluetooth logo on the watch. The key feature I want to say about this usage of Bluetooth is that the watch will automatically synchronize the time setting value. So basically, when you connect your watch with your phone, the time zone will automatically update, and it will show you the correct time based on your time zone. Now, let's see what are the utilities for this watch. You have the guide, you have the stopwatch, world time, and the utility. What is the guide? Can I open the guide? Or is it the watch waiting for the, is the app waiting for the watch to show the correct time and date? Because I'm pressing the I believe so, but I will have to wait for the rotation. Okay, you have it over here. Now, on the upper left side of the screen, you have the battery level indicator. You have the guide, view guide, and it will basically show you what are the basic functions and the key notices on the dial. All I've said on the previous part of my tutorial videos. Stopwatch mode. You have the all of the data and the log import option. You have the world time mode over here. So currently on the right side you see my home time, and you can set your dual time to any time zone you want. So if you want to say, let's say New York or anything you want, just press the find that city on the map. And what are the utilities? You have the alarm. Seems very much similar to the EQB1100 watch. Now over here you have the ability to set your watch alarm settings. Accidentally left the app. Now let's see what does the gear button do. You have the tutorial, phone finder setting, operation sound, time for connecting, the time adjustment. So basically all of the adjustments I did manually on this watch, there's the possibility for you to do them using the application, and it is much easier than the fiddling with the watch and the watch crown and the watch buttons, but you know, the times are getting very easier. You have the adjusting the home position, and basically that's used when the watch's hands are not aligned, and you can set them over here. Very cool feature. And those would be the basics. Now I want to go on with the phone finder settings. How to use the phone finder option on this watch. Currently you see the app, and I've previously disconnected the watch from the phone. And how to use the operation, that's done by simply pressing this button over here for at least 4 seconds, and the watch should send a signal to the phone over there and it will start ring. So let's go. 1, 2, 4, and we should now expect the sound on the phone over there. And there it is, it says fine, okay. And with that, the phone finder is clarified. I'm gonna conclude this video review, or the tutorial part of this video review, with the option to reset your watch setting. This section explains how to return the watch settings to its initial factory defaults, and those settings include the watch settings, stopwatch, and the alarm mode. Your watch has to be in the calendar mode to perform that action. You have to pull out the crown to a second click, and this causes the second's hand to move to 12 o'clock, and it did. Now you have to hold down the upper right button for at least 10 seconds until the second hand performs the one full rotation. So here we go. Resetting the watch will also delete the information for pairing the watch with the phone, and it will unpair them. And there it is. Once you're done, simply push the crown back in and you have reset your watch values. That will be all for this review and tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more watch videos. Thanks.